Welcome back to my channel, and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes testing new makeup. I test out all of the makeup that I receive in all of my beauty subscription boxes that I personally pay for and subscribe to every month. Any new eyeshadow palettes that I buy, any new makeup that I buy, we always test it out together. And today we're testing everything that came in my August ice cream beauty box. Now, I did a full video unboxing the subscription. I'll link the video for you if you missed it. And we're actually going to test everything out today. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Down in the description box, I will link Ice Cream Beauty Box if you're interested in subscribing. I will find all of the makeup and link it for you if you'd like to pick any of it up for yourself, just in case you can't get August box, or maybe you just want to buy the makeup. It'll all be linked for you, as well as my other favorite beauty subscription boxes, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing in today's video if you would like to shop the look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me over on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Let's go over the products we're testing out today, then I'll zoom you in. Glow, and created a couple of different palettes, and you could have gotten either one in your box. Well, I received Paradise Cove. This is an absolutely stunningly beautiful, gorgeous, everything my heart would desire palette. I love that it has some grungy tones, it has some bright colorful shades, some neutral shades. It has three of the most beautiful duochromes. They were so soft and buttery and wet and silky to the touch. They swatched beautifully. I love that you could do a neutral look, a green leaning look, a colorful look. I mean, so many options, and this is just a really unique color story. So I am so excited to put this on my eyes. So that is everything we're testing out today. So let me zoom you in and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is my powder bronzer. Like I said, I did some cream bronzer, some cream blush, but I want to test this out for powder bronzer. And after swatching it, I think either this shade or this shade are going to be best for me. This one I think might be a little bit too dark and a little bit too red leaning. So I'm going to go ahead and test out this shade here. So I'm going to pick that up on my bronzer brush, and I'm going to layer that over the cream bronzer. Ooh, no, that's definitely not right for me. Okay, this shade is definitely a little bit too gray leaning. Let me go ahead and just lightly wipe that off. That's a no for me. So maybe this shade here, I really just think this shade's gonna be too dark. All right, so change of plans. We're gonna go with this shade here. Okay, that's a little bit better, but it's definitely not the right shade for me. It's not a shade I would typically reach for. It's maybe a little bit too cool toned for me. I don't love it at all. This shade is 100% too light for me. I know this shade is too dark for me. This one is way too cool gray toned. So this is really the only shade that works, the one that I use, and I don't love it on me. It's not the worst bronzer I've ever used, but it's definitely not something that I can see myself reaching into again. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm probably going to declutter this because, like I said, I don't see myself reaching into it. It's just not the right undertone and shade range for me. So hopefully we have a little bit better luck with the blush. Now, like I said, the blush swatched beautifully, but you can see when I put my finger in it to swatch it, all of that pretty white kind of glittery luminescence on the flowers disappeared. That's exactly what happened with the bronzer last month or the contour last month. So that kind of dissipates quickly, the color, the little shimmery flowers, but the blush swatched absolutely beautifully. All right, so let's test that out. Ooh, yeah, that's really pretty. So it's a little bit more of a corally color. Ooh, that's really pretty. And when I used my brush, I picked up kind of the center, the darker. Now you could probably like scoot in on this side if you wanted it a little bit lighter. I really like this color. This is so pretty. This blush is very pigmented. It went on really, really nicely. Okay, this is a product I'm excited about. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of highlighter, spray my face with setting spray, set all of these powder products in place, and then we will test out Paradise Cove eyeshadow palette from Gourmand Girls and Ladybug Glow. So after I sprayed my face with the setting spray, the bronzer looks a little bit better. It's not as wrong color for my skin tone, wrong undertone. So it's not terrible, but like I said, it's probably not something I'm going to reach for again, but the blush is absolutely beautiful. So for my eye look, I'm going to use my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. This is something I always use. I prime my eyes every time I do an eye look with the MAC Paint Pot. It is linked in the description box. I do want to use the Medusa's Makeup Shimmer on my lids, but we're going to go ahead and start our eye look. Now, it's hard to decide for me if I want to go neutral, colorful, green leaning. I think because the Medusa's makeup is pink, I may go a little bit more neutral with the matte so that I can pop in the pink on the lid. So I think I'm gonna start with the neutral matte here called Warm Sand, kind of a brick red orangey color. And I'm going to focus that on my crease. So I'm going to start with my inner portion of my eye and pull that up onto my crease. I am going to stop about halfway over. I'm going to kind of create a little bit of a faux halo eye. So I'm going to use the shade Warm Sand on the inner half of my lid. And again, I am pulling it up a little bit above my lid just because, a little bit above my crease because I do have slightly hooded eyes and I do want to be able to see that when my eyes are open. Then I'm going to pick up the brown shade called Far Away, and I'm going to place that on the outer portion of my eye. And again, bringing that up about about a third of the way over. I want to leave this whole area open, even above my crease. I want to leave that open for the shimmer. This brown shade is so pretty. It's kind of a cool toned brown, very, very opaque. Both of these mattes are applying beautifully. They are blending out nicely. They're not patchy, very pigmented, really, really beautiful so far. Then I'm just going to diffuse out the edges a bit with my fluffy brush. As always, my NYX glitter glue. This is a brand new one. I actually used another one up, so I just ordered a second one. It lasts me literally like a year, forever. You just use a very small amount. And I'm going to place that right in that open space, again, kind of creating that faux halo eye. Just came home from the gym and I did a really big upper body workout and my arms kind of feel like jello. Even just tapping on the NYX glitter primer, I'm like, whew, these arms are tired. I am drinking my Clean Simple Eats clear protein water. I love this. 20 grams of protein, 90 calories. It's so good. It tastes like vitamin water and it's really good after a workout. I'll link it if you guys are interested. I do have a discount code for Clean Simple Eats. It's really good. And their protein powder is also incredible, as well as their greens. So they just have some really, really great supplements. And they even have a protein water with energy if you're looking for a little bit of a caffeine boost and those 20 grams of protein. So again, I'll link Clean Simple Eats down below for you. Now we're gonna test out the little single shimmer from Medusa's Medusa's makeup. Like I said, this swatched really nice. It's pretty pigmented, but it kind of looked like a matte with shimmer rather than an actual shimmer. So I'm curious how this is going to apply to the lids, how it's going to come across. So I'm going to place that in the completed, in the open area on my lid. Okay, I'm not getting a lot. I'm not getting a lot from this shimmer shade. Having to dip back into it multiple times to really get any color payoff. And like I said, it definitely isn't the most shimmery. It's not the most shimmering shimmer. It's definitely more like a matte with shimmer. And I am really having to dig in there with my finger to get any bit of color payoff. It's definitely pink, but like I said, there's very little shimmer to it. It's more, to me, like a matte. It really doesn't translate as a shimmer, and it was a lot of work. It really was a lot of work to build it up to get enough to have some color payoff. So I don't know. I don't really love this, and I'm glad that we have some pretty shimmers in here. So I think I'm gonna pick up the duochrome in the palette, the neutral called Las Brisas, and I'm going to pick that up on a flat brush. And I'm going to apply that on the outer portion closest to the brown corner matte. Okay, look at the difference. That's a shimmer shade. The one from Medusa's makeup, it's not a shimmer shade. It's, like I said, more of a matte with some sparkle and not even a really good matte, honestly. This is going to save the look. Gourmand Girls, Ladybug Glow, duochrome coming in clutch. And I am going to bring that onto the Medusa's makeup shade a little bit. Again, that shade, because it's not really a shimmer, it didn't do much for my eye look. Now I will say, layering that shimmer over the Medusa's makeup shadow looks really nice. That looks really pretty. It gave it a nice dark base. So I think what I'm going to do is use the Medusa's makeup on my lower lash line just to kind of tie it in a little bit, since I covered most of it with that shimmer. And that's actually really pretty on the lower lash line. I do actually like it on the lower lash line because, like I said, it's more of a matte and it popped in a little bit of the pink. So it wasn't just such a neutral look. It gave it just a little bit of color. And then I'm going back into the little brown shimmer and I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. It's so pretty. This is such a beautiful neutral duochrome. Also really pretty as an inner corner highlight. So let me go ahead and do a liner, a mascara, my brows, and I'll be back to test out the Fantasy Cosmetica lipstick. So I applied a liner and mascara. Let's quickly talk about the eyeshadow products. So this little Medusa's makeup single, like I said, this to me is a matte. It has very, very little shimmer. I will say though, I like the color of it a lot, especially on my lower lash line. This eye look is a little bit on the smoky, kind of sexy side, a little bit neutral with the pop of the pink. It translates a little bit more magenta, pinky red on the eyes. As a shimmer, I don't love it, but as a matte and something that layers nicely, it does perform fairly well. You do have to put a little bit of gusto into it to get the color payoff, but once you do, the shadow itself is really beautiful. I honestly don't know how often I will reach for this or if this will stay in my collection. I always do a massive declutter at the end of the year, so you'll know as the year goes on, but I don't hate it in today's eye look. But what really saves the show, and really the star of the show, is the Paradise Cove palette. I cannot wait to use the greens in here and the blues in here and create kind of a grungy, colorful look. I will say that the shadows in here, both the mattes and the shimmers, performed beautifully. This duochrome, this neutral duochrome is so beautiful on the eyes. Absolutely stunning. This deep dark brown performed beautifully. It's not patchy. I mean, really everything performed really well. And like I said, I can't wait to dip in to the colorful shade. So this is a winner and this definitely saved the eye look. And then lastly, we have the lipstick from Fantasy Cosmetica in the shade Obscure. And I think this is going to pair beautifully with my eye look. Whew, she's pink. She is like Barbie, Barbara the real estate agent pink, but I like it. And it's very, very creamy on the lips. It applied beautifully. I didn't even use lip liner. It's very opaque. I really like it. And I'm not much of a bullet lip girl. I'm a lip gloss, lip oil, liquid lip girl, more than a bullet lip girl. but I like this color and it's unique to my collection. Now it's a little bit more pink than my eye look, but I think still it looks really nice. I do want to wear this while I continue drinking my protein water and as I eat breakfast this morning, just to see how the longevity is. So I will pop up here on the screen the longevity of the lip color, but the component is beautiful and it's opaque, it's beautiful, it's pigmented. Definitely a winner. So let me go ahead and do my hair, finish kind of getting ready for the day, and I'll be back to close out this testing new makeup. So here is the completed look for this testing new makeup. Let's quickly go over everything. Final thoughts. So the bronzer palette, not for me. I'm definitely going to declutter this. It'll be in my year-end declutter, just not the right palette for me, not the right colors, not the right undertone, not the right season. So that's a miss. I do absolutely love the blush. I think the component is beautiful. She's a little chunky, a lot of it to store, but the blush itself is actually really pretty. And I like the color. I like the pigmentation. I really like this. The Medusa's Makeup eyeshadow, like I said, it's definitely a matte for me. I don't know if I'll reach for this again. I'm going to put it in my collection. If I don't reach for it by the end of the year, I will declutter it. The eyeshadow palette, Paradise Cove from Gourmand Girls and Ladybug Glow, is incredible. I can't wait to dip into this again. Like I said, I want to create a green look. I want a colorful look. I want another neutral look. It inspires me. It makes me excited. So this I'm definitely keeping and going to be using. And then the Fantasy Cosmetica lipstick feels amazing on the lips. I did finish my protein water. It's still there. I have not touched it up. And like I said, I'll pop up here on the screen and update a wear test as I go throughout my morning. We'll see how long it lasts, but I really like it. And it's a color that I don't have in my collection. So I'm excited about it. And like I said, it's the first thing I've tried from Fantasy Cosmetica. So overall, this is a really good testing new makeup. The only thing that didn't work for me was the bronzer, but that's just me. And I don't love the Medusa's makeup, but these three products, I love them and they more than pay for the box. The box is $25 a month. And this palette, I want to say, is in the 30s. So between those three products, I definitely got my money's worth. Love Ice Cream Beauty Box, one of my favorite subscription boxes. So I'm thrilled. I'm excited to wear this look all day today. I love that it's smoky and sexy. Yeah, I love it. I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about these products overall. So let me know down below, did you receive the Ice Cream Beauty Box? Have you tried them? What are your thoughts? Again, I will link all the products down below if you want to pick them up. I will also have Ice Cream Beauty Box, the subscription, linked down below if you would like to subscribe. You may actually be able to get these products. You may be able to still get the August box. I'm not sure how that works with the brand, but like I said, all the individual products will be linked, as well as my other favorite beauty boxes, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today. If you want to shop everything on my face today, as well as discounts to my favorite indie brands, including Gourmand Girls, and come follow me over on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.